Hey there, it is Sunday afternoon, and no, I'm not going to take my sunglasses off. It is already 89 degrees out here, and the sun is shining, and the sky is blue, and it is hot, and it is blaring sun. So the sunglasses are staying on. But I wanted to talk a little bit today about the berry patch and what happened yesterday with my family. All right, so I wanted to start out here in the orchard, and most of these trees have been in place for probably 5 or 6 years, maybe a little bit more. But I had some that died over the winter. So Friday night, Brianne and Weston came in and we put these 2 new ones in, and there's a little tiny one you can see over there, and then there's one right here. Oh, and there's a little tiny one right over there that you can see. They are 2 apple trees, 2 plum trees, and a peach tree. Now the trees that died were my cherry trees, and I think my apricot trees, and 2 plum trees. So that's why we are replacing with 2 plums. But outside around the orchard is right here that you can see. Those are Nakin cherries right down there to the corner. And then across the bottom are choke cherries, and you can't see those very well. They're kind of having a struggle. I got them from the Soil Conservation Service last year, and they were bare rooted, and we transplanted them. Well, I guess it's been 2 years, but they've had a hard time, but that's okay. So that's part of my berry patch, but that's always had a water system to it, just like the trees. But this was my other berry patch, and it did not have a water system. And so I had to come out here every day and water the trees, or excuse me, the berries. And quite honestly, I lost all but 1, 2, 3, 4. And I think there were probably 12 out here. So we decided to put in a water system, and we've got a little problem right here with a water leak, but we're going to take care of that tomorrow when we can get to the store. But these 2 lines down here are raspberries. They're thornless raspberries. So this is going to be my raspberry patch. Down there in the very bottom, we have a choke cherry. We have 2 Marion berries. I have another choke cherry right there that is really having a struggle. I don't know if it'll make it or not. And then these 2 big ones up here that have the lighter colored leaves, they are Josta berries. So I still have a little room right here if I wanted to put a few more, but next week I'm going to have the boys come out and pull all the weeds so it'll look a little better. We're having a problem with pressure out here. My water comes clear off a hill, and so I have one pressure reducer, but I guess I'm going to have to put another one out here because every time we put the water to it full blast, it blows the tops off of the little green things that control out of the main line. So this is what we did yesterday, and I think it looks awesome, and the plants are getting watered, and I'm happy, happy, happy. Now I want to give a big thank you to my son Kyle and his wife Jamie and son Brody for coming out and helping, and also to my son-in-law Weston and my daughter Brianne and their 2 little midgets. Even they tried to help a little. And I'm so grateful that I have a family that loves me and will come out and do things when I ask them to do it. So thank you, Kyle, Jamie, Brody, for making the trip, Weston, Brianne, and Kaylee and Baylor for coming out and spending your Saturday putting in this line. And it was so hot yesterday. But I also need to throw a kudos to my nephew Dustin. He came yesterday and he's sprayed for the 2nd time this season all the fruit trees. So I'm really happy about that. I have another set of fruit trees that are over on the south side of the lot. That's where the orchard was going to be to start with, and then my husband decided he was going to go in the horse business. And so that's where the corrals for the horses got put over there. And then my son-in-law Weston raises hounds and stock dogs, and so those are over there too. But those trees over there are doing great too. I was quite surprised. They're getting bigger all the time. But I'm going to be doing a few things in the garden, mostly talking about fertilizing and maybe even planting a few medicinal herbs. So stand by. If you like these videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like these videos, give them a thumbs down. But please share them to your friends. It just makes me feel like I'm validated in what I'm doing. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you a little later.